Hello, hello, Joey Francis, casual gamer, and let's play Forza Motorsport 6. And we have made it into the Club Circuit Series, and we have to pick which types of races we are going to do. Now, last series we picked the Japanese Street Kings, driving our Subaru Legacy. And I think this time we're going to head to the Classic Compact Series.
The 60s and 70s were all about experimentation, and the cars were no different. Instead of relying on big V8s for performance, some manufacturers extracted as much power as possible from smaller engines and concentrated on making their cars fun, light, and good-looking. So these were things you could really throw around, which meant they inevitably found their way onto the track, paving the way for touring car racing as we know it today.
Now, like I said before, that we're going to pick the cars that people wouldn't really pick. Now, this is going to be a tough one because all these cars are pretty sick. You know, Datsun 510, which essentially was the base of the Skyline. A Ford Capri, which was kind of like Europe's Mustang, I guess you could say. Fulvia Coupe Rally. Very important car in rally history. Of course, this Skyline, very popular car. A Fiat 131 Abarth. Again, another popular car. The beautiful Alfa Romeo Giulia GTA. Of course, the BMW 2002 Turbo. The Fiat X19, which I have a feeling that could be the one. An Escort RS 1800, very popular car in Europe. The Lotus Cortina, which was actually a Ford Cortina with the suspension and everything done by Lotus. A Lotus Elan Sprint. The Mazda RX-3. The Mazda Cosmo. Of course, the Fairlady Z. A Celica GT. And I think this is the fastest car in the group here, a Toyota 2000 GT. I think I gotta go with the odd one out here. The Fiat X19. Mid-engined, rear-wheel drive, very tiny, and for the most part, underpowered. Let's see. Do we have anything? I feel like, look at the popularity of all the graphics. I mean, they're all fairly low. I'm guessing the car doesn't get much love. Tell me this is like some like rusty, like fake rusty paint job. Rusty Race Rat. I think I might have to do it. I might have to do it. We're going to keep a theme here going. You know what? I'm doing it. We're going to keep the theme of driving pieces of shit in this game. Look at that. That's beautiful. A rusty piece of shit. You know what? $42,000. Sold. I'll take it. We're keeping a theme here of loving the unlovables. And I think that this car wouldn't get chosen as much in this class of racing.
This is your 1975 Fiat X19.
So that's why we're picking it. But in reality, it probably is one of the better handling cars out of the group because of the mid-engine design. Now we're heading to our first race here at the Hockenheim Ring short circuit. We got 4 laps of this, and as it seems, the sun is shining, so it gives us a good start, a good base of what this car can do, because if you watch the previous videos, driving in the rain is not easy. It's not easy. Definitely in a mid-engine car, it's probably even less easier.
Your next race will be at Hockenheim, built using forest roads in the Rhine Valley.
That's absolutely gorgeous. The grandstands at Hockenheim. Come on, come on. And there she is. Our rusty Fiat X19. And let's just jump right into the race. This car is extremely tiny, so the power to weight ratio might help us out a tad. Because this thing is really slow, especially when we're going up against turbo BMWs and rotary RX3s, and of course the lightweight James Bond Toyota. Oh! We're definitely gonna have to throw this car around the track. Oh, understeer, understeer. This might be a little bit harder than I expected. We made it down back to 6th place. Got a Fiat, it looks like, in front of us. We're gonna dive bomb him in the corner. That's the other benefit of being light, is that it's a little bit easier to brake. So we can brake later and get through the corners a little bit faster than the competition. Looks like we're on our own for a little bit here in 5th place, catching up to the next group. This car does like to slide. I can only imagine how bad it will be in the rain. It looks like an RX-3. Could be a Skyline or a Datsun 510. Oh, it's a Skyline.